Three of the biggest U.S. exchanges have all filed 19B-4 forms with the SEC. What's in those filings? Well, it's a proposal to shift away from the current case-by-case ETF approval process toward a generic filing framework for spot ETFs in digital assets. If this new rule is approved, as long as the ETF meets the predefined criteria, it will get approved immediately. Well, it's actually about 75 days. The SEC has greenlighted the Bitcoin ETFs, which you guys may remember back in January of 2024. They followed that up with Ethereum in May of 2024. And last month, we got something really big. People are able to invest in these ETFs in kind and then also remove in kind. So this is in kind contributions and in kind redemptions out of these products, which is massive. It's a huge step forward, and it's clear that the regulatory walls are coming down. So here's where it gets spicy. If these frameworks are approved, it could fast track the ETFs for XRP, Solana, Litecoin, and many others like I just mentioned. There's already buzz, unconfirmed rumors swirling that 19 XRP ETFs are riding in the queue, ready to go because of Ripple's landmark win in the court case, around XRP not being a security back in 2023. So under the current rules, every new spot ETFs must go through that full approval for the SEC process, which includes, each one of those filings. That's the 19B-4 form, which can take up to 240 days per product. But with the proposed rule changes, if the exchange has an approved generic listing standard in place, compliant ETFs could list automatically without needing the individual filings. This means that qualified ETFs could launch in as little as 75 days, which dramatically increases the timelines and reduces the friction for these issuers. So let's talk about numbers. Bitcoin and ETH, both of their ETFs have pulled in over $50 billion. This can move and unlock trillions in capital, pension funds, institutions, 401ks, retail, all of the above, and crypto market caps could soar. We could see a 20 to 50% surge just in the short term. That's a ton of capital moving into this space. We're talking increased legitimacy, deeper liquidity, and real-time price discovery. Yes, and even more volatility in the asset class because the inflows and outflows in kind in these ETFs. But it would be massive upside for the exchanges like the CBOE and the issuers like BlackRock and VanEck. But it's not all smooth sailing. The SEC could delay or reject these proposals, and only cryptos with strong surveillance structures like those tied to the CME are likely to benefit early. So this could still take a little while, but if approved, it would influence regulators worldwide. So what's the takeaway? Well, if it gets approved, 2025 could become the year for crypto ETFs and crypto as a whole, as the asset class cements itself and its place in the financial mainstream.